I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. No one can stop me. I'm the best ever.
Okay, fight fans and fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and obviously thefightcity.com. This week, I'm going to take a look at last week's fights. We're going to take a look at this week's fights. And I'm going to take a look at what's going on inside and outside of Montreal this week and the weeks to come this summer. First up, this week, results and recaps. Basically, there's only 3 fights I want to talk about. First up, Canelo Kirkland. My oh my, Canelo just proved that he is a monster. Game opponent, bad game plan. James Kirkland showed up like a terror in the first round, but it did him no good. Bad idea against Canelo, especially when Mayweather already gave you the game plan on how to beat him. Just a bad idea to come at it with Canelo. Canelo put him away in the 3rd round, just a devastating knockout, free on HBO. That's my Cinco de Mayo weekend, people. Next up on the UFC, the heavyweights, glorious battle, people. We were given King Kong versus Godzilla. Just fantastic stuff from the heavyweights. Stipe was given the hardest work of his life. Just a bad night, man. Could not put away Mark Hunt. The ref gave him every chance on the planet. I was screaming, stop the fight for 2 rounds. That should give you an idea. Just insane. Thank God Stipe's got the cardio to keep going to punch holes in Mark Hunt's head. Wow, what a tough dude. Really hope Mark Hunt, reconsiders a couple things. Maybe take some time off, because that was just a punishing fight. Stipe is ready for that belt. He is heading all the way to the top. Watch out for that name, Stipe Miocic. Wow. Last but not least, just the Norse god himself, straight from Valhalla, Josh Barnett, bringing catch wrestling back to the foreground, people. No, it's not WWE. He was at Metamoris, and Josh Barnett put away a legend and one of the Gracies. It was a last-minute replacement, but the point is, man, the dude keeps catching people. He may be older, and, towards the end of his career, it's just proof that, good technique is good technique. Fantastic stuff from Josh Barnett. Also, looking forward into next week, just if you get a chance, go check out my other show, Fight Week Roundup. I'll tell you everything we can watch, but just, couple asterisks on what we can watch this week. Dudes, look out for Triple G, Glenadine Golovkin, the good boy, versus Willie the Mongoose Monroe Jr. It's going to be a great night of fights. Think Canelo Kirkland too. There's a lot of posturing right now in the weight divisions, and a lot of people looking forward to Canelo and Triple G maybe facing off against other people. There's a lot of stuff in flux right now. I talk about it on my other show, Fight Week Roundup. Make sure you look into that. Glenadine Golovkin, it's going to be on HBO this weekend. Check out my show, Fight Week Roundup, I mention it. Also, another asterisk, Thrilla in Manila time, people. The UFC Fight Night is going to Manila, Philippines. And the main reason I'm going to be watching is because the philosopher, poet, warrior, Kajan Johnson is going to be on the card. This young man is due. And when I say due, I mean he could have been champ maybe 2 or 3 times already had it not been for the unlucky hand of fate. Now, you see, here's the thing. I truly believe that most good fighters will continue to grow and continue to learn. And Kajan Johnson is one of those that I really believe is going to be heading somewhere, despite the fact that he's been handed some miserable losses. See, here's the thing. Kajan's a grown man now. No longer a boy. And I think that's what makes him even more dangerous. I think this fight in the Philippines is going to be the beginning of a new era for Kajan Johnson. Look for that fight. It is free on UFC this weekend. Just look for it. Kajan Johnson, people. Kids of Terror. So, in Montreal and the surrounding areas this week, well, if you get a chance, Club de Boxe Celeste is going to be having an amateur gala. It's $25 at the door. It's in the East End. Great location. Fantastic gym. Dudes that care about their fighters. Listen, show up, support, it's 25 bucks. You don't have to be a crazy boxing fan to go to this. This is actually how you become a boxing fan. You walk in the door, you find a couple kids that you liked watching fight, and then you keep up with them. That's how you become a boxing fan, people. Not, watching Mayweather. Now, also in Chicoutimi, just a quick mention, if you're out that way, which I won't be, but Steven Butler is heading into another fight. He's 11-0 with 9 KOs. He's going to be fighting a late replacement guy who doesn't have as great of a record as him. Hopefully everything works out and everyone comes out healthy and fine, but more than likely look for Butler to improve his stats to 12-0. So that brings me to the rest of the month of May. If you get a chance, out in Gatineau, Quebec, May 22nd, Ottawa, big fight in Little Italy. Beaver Boxing, Round 7 presents a great amateur gala. Again, people, you want to call yourselves a fight fan, it's the little things, not the big ones that count. It's not the $100,000 tickets that make you a fan, it's the $25 ones. So now, on the 29th, speaking of amateur cards, more close to home in the West Island at the Grant Brothers Gym, there's going to be an amateur gala going down. It's 25 bucks. I will keep posting more stuff about this as, time progresses closer to the fight. But again, support the amateurs, people. This is how you do it. Last but not least, MMA is back in Montreal. Victory MMA, May 30th at Club Soda. Great venue, great cards. Just a perfect spot, it's not overhyped. It's for real MMA fans. If you want to check out a pro card, go check out Victory MMA. Just fantastic stuff from them. Now, on the news front for Montreal this summer, there is plenty of stuff going on. In June, we're talking maybe David Lemieux, Nadam card here in the Bell Center, and also a pro card from the Grant Brothers, possibly in the Montreal downtown area. More news to come from me on that, hopefully very soon. That is going to be a fantastic night of fights for these guys. I'm looking forward to it. As for this week, I will continue to hang out at the Grant Brothers Gym and get you guys plenty of pictures for the Fight City's Facebook page. Joe Duffy, Tom Breeze, Mike Ricci, Desmond Green, Golden Garcia, Dwayne Durrell, Eric Bazinian, Francis Lafreniere. The names go on and on. I've got plenty of guys getting ready for future fights. Make sure you go check it out. Also, this week I'm going to hang out at Angry Monkey MMA. First time there, I'm going to get pictures and get to talk to the guys and figure out where and what exactly they're doing. So make sure you tune in to next week's show for that. Tune in to Fight Week Roundup if you want to know what to watch when it comes to combat sports this week. And tune in to Fight Week Rundown this week, where I'm going to give you all the leftovers from this show. So that's it for me this week. Make sure you tune in my other shows. Check us out on thefightcity.com. Like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next week.
Ha 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 ha!